say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The give from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
From the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. Right midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the ground game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Steps away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Breaks the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Reed. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Throws to the back. Working that left side now. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give out of the gun. And it's slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. The first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
They'll test the right side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reed. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Overton. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Sands. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. snaps it in the shotgun. Unloads it downfield. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Scanning the field, it's Overton. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Sands. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Just keeps slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Build that momentum offense. Razor.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man in the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just
makes the grab on the shot. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Overton. Floating away. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got the 1st down, looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting the foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The Gators are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. A full dive to haul that one in.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Overton. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Samms. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Reeves. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this...
There he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Overton. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Fires left. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. Wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught him, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell. Once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. On Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up 14 over North Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Pocket breaking down.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Now on the option. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
The give on the option. Powers through the defender. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Overton. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Reed. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Reeves. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the ground, it's Sands. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a crease to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy. And you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Coming out with it, it's Reeves. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Now he's looking into the middle. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides the back and leaves it. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice...
There he goes! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
The option becomes assignment football. I got the quarterback. I got the pitch man. I got the dive. It's really, really hard, and it stresses these defenses to really play assignment football.
And if you get it blocked correctly, the defense really can't be right.
And if you think about it, the quarterback's basically blocking the end man on the line of scrimmage. He runs towards him, makes him come at him to kind of hit him, and it's his way of blocking it. Now I pitch it, get the ball in the perimeter, and I got that guy taken care of.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up by 25 over North Texas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. To the air, it's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Smashes ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brings into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little